Today we're going to show you how to enter a contract and then have your customer be able to view it on the web. So what we're doing is we're in 16.4 and we're actually going to create a new contract, and then we've got a customer set up inside of e-commerce, and that e-commerce customer is going to log in and see the contract. So basically what you would do is you can create a new contract inside of i21. I'm going to do it for a corn purchase. It's pretty simple. Type in a corn purchase, pick an entity. Now, when you pick the entity, you're going to want to set up an actual customer that has rights to log into the system. So my customer is Joe Ag. So Joe Ag is one of our customers that we've set up with actual rights to log into the system. Now, how do we do that? Well, we went onto their entity screen and we went into the contacts window, and we opened up specific person Joe Ag, and you'll note we gave them portal access. So they have access to the portal under this username and under this URL. That's just basically a link that shows you how to get to the actual portal. So very quick and easy. If you had a customer and they didn't have portal, you could click on portal access and save it off, and they would and assign a username, and they would be set to go. So it's pretty simple from that perspective. Now, now that that user is set up, or that user has been set up, I'm going to go and I'm going to finish the contract, and then we're going to see how they can see the contract inside of the system. So we went through and we've entered the actual quantity for the contract. I'm going to add a delivery window for the contract, and then I'm going to actually set the contract. So I go ahead and put the planned availability for that contract, and I'm going to get a futures price. Now here I'm just going to click on the futures price and go get it off the web with our DTN integration. If you want to, that'll click in and that'll go to DTN and get the price if you want. Or you could go in and type it in, and then you put in your basis as well. So basically what happened there, once I clicked the futures button, it went out to DTN for that current futures contract month, got the futures price, and then I just put in my basis, and now I'm saved and I'm happy. That DTN integration, we can also integrate with other pricing tools. All right, so now I've got a contract, and I'm going to say, okay, Joe Ag, I'm going to save that contract off, and then I'm going to go into our portal as Joe Ag and see what the customer would see, right? So here's the producer or customer. They're going to go into the portal. I've already logged in for them under their login. They're going to go into the portal, and they're going to go into the same window menu selection that you had, contracts, and then the contracts tab. And inside of there, they're going to look for their open contracts, just like you look for contracts and you see all contracts. They're going to go into the system, and they're only going to see the contracts that are specific to them, Joe Ag. So if they walk into the system and they hit contracts, you'll note that this is going to sort descending by date. They're going to see their contract that we just entered for 1,000 bushels. They're going to look at it. They're going to say, hey, I like the price on that particular contract, or no, I don't. And they're going to say, okay, I'm going to sign that contract. So they can click on sign, and then you can actually add a disclaimer inside the system that says, you know, this is valid, and that all the legal disclaimers that your legal department wants you to add to have valid electronic signatures. And you can say, I accept the terms of this agreement if you're the customer, and you can say okay, and you can save that off and close. Now note, the customer was not able to change any of the terms of the contract. The only thing that they were able to do was actually get in there and sign the contract. So they're going to save that now, and then they're going to close out of there. Now, when you go back to the screen inside of your system and you look at the contract, you're going to be able to pull that specific contract up. You'll note it was signed. You'll see the date it was signed. You could go into the audit log and see the date, you know, that it was updated by Joe Ag, and signed was changed from false to true. So they went ahead and signed that contract on that day. So now you're happy and you're cool from there on out. So that is the easy way to go into the system, actually create a contract, expose it to your customer, and let them view it through the portal.